First place you go is always a tavern. So we're sort of here. There's a traveler here. That's cool. I don't really need a traveler. There's a man named Lezelit here. A hired blade. You're looking for a mercenary, sir. Me and 3 of my mates are looking for a master. We'll join you for 752 dinars. How much money do I have? 110. Sorry. The Merchant of Tulga. Okay, that's the guy that I was talking about before. We don't really need to care about him. And then there's the Tavern Keeper. Have a job, or I should leave. I should leave. I don't need a friggin' honest job. This fella named Lezelit kind of catches my attention. Yes, what is it you wish? To pass the time of day with a fellow traveler, if you permit. See, bandits have to be suave sometimes. If they're all... Oh, hello. I like Mountain Blade, too. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a new player. I've been playing this. I actually bought this game like ages ago, and played. I just played the hell out of it. I think in 2 weeks I got to 120 hours, which is a lot for one game, for me at least. Played for 10 minutes and forgot how to get off your horse. Got annoyed and quit. Well done. Okay, cool. Okay, yes, to spend my time with a fellow traveler, if you permit. Very well, I do not mind. My name is Lezelit. Lezelit. I am the second son of the Count of Geroya, to whom you have no doubt heard. Okay. Having no inheritance of my own, I came here to seek my fortune in Calradia, training men in the art of battle. Unfortunately, the lords here in Tulga have no taste for disciplinary methods needed to turn rabble into soldiers. I told him it was wiser to flog them now than bury them later, but he would not listen, and I was told to take my services elsewhere. So he's sort of he's like a military trainer, but he's kind of out of a job because he's too hard on people. It's usual to have at least... Well, yeah, but in your first 2 weeks of owning the game, I mean, by now I've probably got pretty close, but, I mean, geez. Come on, man, give me a little bit of slack. 120 hours in 2 weeks. 120 divided by 14, I don't even feel like mathing. It's... significant. But he would not listen, and I was told to take my services elsewhere. Wonderful. So, if you know of any commander who believes that his purpose is to win battles rather than pamper his soldiers, I would be pleased if you directed me to him. I like the cut of his jib, to be totally honest. I might be able to use you in my company. And by company, I mean me. I would be pleased to ride with you, at least for a little while, for pay and a share of any loot. Of course, that's fair. Skilled swordsman, but I can also instruct your men in fighting. I warn you that I do not care to fight for a leader who is lax in discipline with his men. For the long run, they will not respect a soft hand. I respect that. I'd be happy to hire you. One more thing, I would ask for an initial bounty of 400 dinars before I join your command. It's my principle never to enter someone's service without receiving payment I deserve. I don't have that kind of money. So, I will get back to you, sir. It's always the guys you really like. Yeah, the hired blades, you mentioned they were really good. I actually never really cared much for the mercenary, like the mercenary class, or mercenary tree units, but I guess I never really gave them much of a shot, to be honest. They are really, really expensive. I prefer to just train them up from serfs. Go to the town center. I don't know why. Oh yeah, of course I know why. Because, hello, we're in town. Like, how many games of this era do you know of that have, like, a freaking... Oh, I forgot about that. So, yeah, my banner is basically the black and white version of the banner of freaking... where am I? Kergit Khanate. Whoops, that's fine. It represents me, so screw off, y'all. So yeah, this is like crazy, and you can like talk to people. Kergit Skirmisher, mind your manners within the walls and we'll have no trouble. Okay, cool. Townswoman, Good day, sir. And there's stuff you can talk about. How's life? Times are hard, sir, but we must count our blessings. Okay, so it's not the deepest conversation in the world. What's the latest? They hear that Boyal Vurdrat loves nothing more than war. I see. Yeah, it's not the deepest conversation in the world, I'll be honest. But it's still pretty awesome that almost everything that you can do in the main town screen, you can just walk around the city streets and find. I think that that's pretty awesome. And the fact that every city is different, and that every city is so nice and, you can mug people. Gecko Kuji. I don't know what that is. You can mug people. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't actually, what was I even saying? Yeah, so each, like, they're all really nice, very large. I've actually covered the entire thing, so it's not that large. It's not, like, Skyrim large, but it's still pretty sizable, especially for, I mean, you can just tell by the graphics, this is a 2006 game, I think? I'm going to say 2006, but I'm not going to say that with any certainty. So there's a shop here. Actually, what's my current equipment like? We got a shield, which we can't use because we have an axe. We don't really want that axe because we kind of suck with it, or I do at least. We also started with some furs because, you know, leftovers from poaching. So heading into the shop and trying to hawk these would not be a bad idea. Buy a few items and perhaps sell some. Tutorial, I don't care. So I'm going to be selling off my furs. So I now have like, oh, sorry, this is what I'll receive. So 671, that's pretty significant. I'm also, okay, so this is not a weapon store, this is a general goods store, so I can't actually buy any weapons here, which makes sense. We got dried meat, that's fine, I don't really care about anything else. Long as we've hawked this off. What goods should I buy here to trade with other sand? Now this is sort of like your merchant information area. I know some pretty good trade routes, but nothing around this area. I don't plan on spending too much time on trade, but it's a good place to start. I accidentally backed off. Okay. Now I have access to everything, but you know what? No, I'm walking around the streets. At least for my first time. Japanese. Oh, okay, cool. So is like all the text in Japanese then? Because if it's not, that's awesome. If it is, I wouldn't have any idea what's going on. But that sounds awesome if it gives stuff like... The only experience I really have with mods is the Game of Thrones mod, which was pretty amazing, don't get me wrong. Weaponsmith. We need weapons! I would like to buy a weapon. So, we've got our bow and arrow, and I'm thinking we want a spear, not a throwing spear. We should probably go to the cheap end. We probably want a spear. Oh, sweet, we already have barbed arrows, that's awesome. Hunting bow. If I can get anything better than a hunting bow, that'd be awesome. Damage 15. Can I do better? Damage 16, that's not worth it, especially for less speed. Damage 20. Yeah, it's slightly less speed, but that's pretty good. The Nomad bow. Cool. And I'll sell this. Light lance. That sounds like what I want. 360 dinars. It's pricey, but it's what I need, right? And now I can actually use my shield. I'm just taking a lance because well, first of all, I'm going to be spending most of my time on horses. Second of all, because I actually start with some skill with the lance. Alright, cool. So that's pretty much all we need for now, unless the armor smith has something cheap. Hopefully... Oh, it's in English. Cool. I might take a look at that, actually, later. Not on this stream. I'd like to actually... you know, play this. Looking for some equipment. Okay, so this is all like super expensive. That's ridiculous. So, hey, what about your hats? How much are your hats? I could buy a nice toque, but that's much. I mean, that's some good armor, but kind of looks dumb. What about this? That looks better, but it doesn't really go with the dress. By dress, I mean the rest of the clothing. Let's see. 15 to head armor, 6 to head armor. And this is, well, this is lighter. Yeah, and this is lighter, and yet there's such a mass... Wait, there is no massive price difference. I'm insane. Okay. There is... It's still more expensive. That's silly, but okay. What about this? It's kind of a dinky little hat, and I can't afford it, so that's something. What if I actually got a different... Ooh, this is actually pretty good. Yeah, that looks cool. It looks like less armor, but it's not. I don't actually have enough money for this, unfortunately. So I guess that's just gonna have to go under... I wish. What if I give back the hat? Yeah, I can just get a sturdy version of the one that I had before. Or I could just keep... I mean, it's just one difference, and if I'm selling for 2, it's not worth it. Basically, what I'm saying is... I'll come back later. Meet the Guildmaster. This is part of a mod. This is new. Cool. Diplomacy mod. Yeah, you can join Lord's Armories. That's a mod in the Game of Thrones one. That's actually really... Yeah, you can get all of that. Don't waste money early. I know. I know. But come on. I need some sort of decent weaponry. The armor is kind of negligible. Yeah, before, like in the base game, you actually have to wander around and look for the Guildmaster. That was the only real reason you had to go into the city streets thing. So it's nice to have this shortcut. Yeah, cool. Oh, okay, cool. We're outside now. So what do we need first? We need to get a gang together. So let's go look for some people to join us. Hey guys. Guy with the banner. Oh, let's not get robbed. Okay, I'm getting robbed. Not met the village elder. Oh, does this have the mod that like gives you experience just for meeting the village elder? Cool. That does mean I should probably head into town. So these are the villages. Each one is also unique, which is insane. And you saw how many freaking villages there were. I'm pretty sure each one is unique. Yeah, I'm fairly confident of this. What's kind of a pain is looking for one particular person in a village. But luckily the village elders are pretty easy to spot. So cool, I have met the village elder. Any lads in the village? 2 of them who might... Okay, so I can get 2 dudes for 10 dinars each. I can pay that. Cool. Don't really care about doing tasks for them. So I'm definitely going to be playing a raider. Which I know isn't really the best idea, but screw it, I want to roleplay. I've never played a bad dude before. Guildmaster is vanilla, yeah, but you don't always... I'm freaking nervous, man. That's just... there's some... Ooh, buy food automatically, nice. There's some missions where you have to, like, hunt down a bandit or like a wanted dude. 16 unit bandits taking us on, and we are 3. I like our odds. I'll give you nothing but cold steel, you bandit scum. I'm not technically a bandit yet. I've committed evil actions, but I am no bandit yet. So, these guys are probably going to die immediately, which is a waste of 20 dinars, but that's fine. I feel like I can take these guys. They're going to be using horses, which is fine, because I've got a horse. Okay, let's freaking do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. So, the combat system in this game is freaking great. I love it because you can get just insane amounts of people on screen at the same time. I think the maximum is 155 units in a battle, I think. You can actually set it to be lower if you want, because smaller battles are typically easier to fight in, because you don't have to take too many at a time. But I like to have it maxed because I'm just MLG. Bam! Oh. I'm actually used to playing characters with completely maxed out archery, so it's like perfect Deadeye aim. Hey! Okay, it's a little bit chaotic. I might have gotten myself a little bit carried away in taking these guys on. Oh god, I hit a tree. Don't like hitting trees. I'm about to die. I'm gonna die. Oh, this is a bad idea. Get on a hill, line your soldiers up. Yeah, that would be great if I had more than 2 unshielded enemies. Ah, bugger! No! Okay. Yeah, I really do kind of have to Lone Ranger this just because the people that I am with are garbage. I don't even know if anybody's died yet. I haven't actually seen any death indicators. You know what, though? If I die and I get taken prisoner, that's fine. I can deal with that. I don't have anything, so... Well, I do have some stuff. They could, like, steal my shirt. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but really, it's not that awful if that happens. Oh man, this is intense. I kind of expected myself to do better than this because I'm used to playing such high-level characters. Battle sizer. Oh, okay, cool. So you can battle sizer. I mean, imagine you mean that's a mod. Oh, jeez. Oh god, that's the worst thing. In the middle of a fight, I'm dead. I'm dead. In the middle of a fight, you run into something, and then you're dead. That's it. The people with horses, they just charge you. Battle is lost. Your forces were utterly crushed. I didn't even get one of them. They always steal your horse. Is that so? Are you sure about that? Yeah, no. I only lost 12 dinars. They didn't actually take anything useful. Okay, so cool. I just lost a bunch of stuff. But I just escaped. Yeah, so I still have my horse. One thing, yeah, it is still... sometimes if your horse dies in combat, it will turn into a lame version of its horse, which sucks because they're super slow. But this is not the case this time. Okay, I'm super fast. Was that a speed of 16? Okay. Let's recruit some dudes. That's a speed of... Okay, now it's 6.3. Okay, so after I escape, I guess I get like a speed bonus so I don't immediately die again. You know what? Come at me, bro. 5 dudes? These guys are looters. So they don't have shirts. Or horses. Or death. Lucky for you, you caught me in a good mood. Give us all your coin and I might just let you live. I'm not afraid of you. That's funny. Normally it gives you the option. Maybe because I clicked on him. I don't know. Tell you what, give me all your money, and I just might not let you live. Yeah, I can take 5 looters, that's fine. Step bandits are freaking ridiculous. It's not, like, they're very tough, to be sure. But what's really ridiculous about them is that they're everywhere. Like, it's just freaking dumb how many of them there are on the overland. Wow, I'm a terrible shot. There. Freaking use my spear. That I can hit with. The shirtless guys are basically no issue whatsoever. It's the guys with shirts that... I mean, they're not great, but, you know. The guys with shirts usually have better weapons. Obviously, they have more armor. But, I mean, of course... These are, like, the lowest tier fighter in the game. Actually, yeah, no, they are better than farmers. I'll give them that. There. And it's that simple. Yeah, I didn't even need to issue any orders. I only have 1 character tribesman? Okay, no, the rest are up there. Cool. You can do that with deserters and some others. Okay, cool. You can do... what? Captured enemies. Okay, we now have prisoners. And we now have loot! Finally. We're actually making it up in the world. So, let's see what's actually good. I could take a falchion, but quite frankly, I like my lance. 22 to armor, that's a bit of a bonus. I'm gonna take this. So I'm gonna put on this dude's shirt. I'm not gonna take anything else though, the rest I'm gonna sell. So this is basically the main reason you don't want to waste too much money on weapons and armor early game. Not just because you don't have much money. Oh, wonderful. Okay, you. Tanju Noyan. I don't want to die. There's no sorry. There's no follow, so I'm just gonna, like, actually follow him. Just because he's gonna scare off the bandits, and eventually he's gonna go home. So I can follow him home. And it'll be a gay old time, because I don't have to die. I'm still at 86% health, so I would rather not get into too many fights that